guys, welcome to another video, and today we're talking about how much weight you should lose in 1 month. So I know when you go online and you look at all these social media influencers and celebrities, you see a new mom who had just recently given birth within 3 months losing 7 to 10 kgs and like looking all slim and toned. Same goes with influencers. You see a lot of influencers and they just do this video, I did not eat anything for 7 days and look how much I lost, all that kind of stuff and a lot more. So while it's all nice and very glamorous to look at social media and in these influencers and these celebrities losing weight very quickly, do not get into this whole rat race of losing weight very quickly. What you should do is aim for a weight loss that is sustainable, a weight loss that does not come creeping back up very quickly when you stop all your crazy diets and your crazy calorie restrictions, and then you have to lose it again, and then there's this yo-yo phase in which you're going on. So you want to minimize the yo-yo situation. You have to minimize gaining the weight back up and trying to have a weight loss which is very sustainable, which is not hurting you at all and hurting your internal organs and your internal body systems that you cannot see. So you see, a lot of times the ignorance is because we do not see what's going inside of us, the amount of breakdown that we're doing inside of us. So it's okay, all those crazy diets and calorie restrictions and eating less than 1,000 calories in a day and working out 2 hours a day. This is not normal, to be very honest, guys. And this is something which is not even sustainable. So if you want to know a sustainable method of losing weight, which will not creep back up and which will take time, by the way, there's no shortcut, okay? Because when you go for shortcuts, those results are very, very temporary and they will return. So as per the research and as what I have seen in my own personal experience is that when you aim for 1 to 2 kilos of weight loss in a month, that is sustainable, is something which is doable. It is something that doesn't hurt you and your body slowly adapts and gets used to that lower, calorie intake that you're doing and increased exercise uptake that you've done. So all of that, the body easily adjusts to it. What happens when you do a crazy diet? Like, I have 30 days and I'm going to lose 8 kilos or 6 kilos. So what you do is that you go on an extreme calorie restriction diet and you're cutting off all the key nutrients from your diet because, you have to eat 500 to 700 calories per day, right? And at the same time, you have to do a lot of workout too, some exercises as well. What they do is that they put their body in something we call a starvation mode. So what happens is that during those 2 to 3 weeks, when you lose, let's say 4 kilos, all of a sudden, because you're not eating and you're restricting yourself from all the nutrients in your body, what happens is that your body goes into a starvation mode. It starts shutting down. That's when a lot of women start having menstrual problems. They have their cycle issues going bad. Some women completely stop having their periods. Then there are hormonal issues, then there are depression issues, then there are anger and irritability issues, and you're just generally so low on energy, and then it also starts to show on your skin. There's no glow, there's no freshness, and people start asking you, are you okay? Is everything all right? Are you feeling okay? But all you're doing is just crazy dieting, right? So what happens is that you do get your result. You do get those 4 kilos off of you or 5 kilos off of you in that 15 to 20 days of extreme starvation or calorie restriction, in decent words, or going on those crazy diets of low carb and high fat and high protein and keto and all that stuff. Dude, everything is same if you keep your macros in control and your calories in control. At the end of the day, it's all calorie in, calorie out. How much energy you're taking in. If you're taking in more energy than your body requires, it's going to be stored in the form of fats in our beautiful areas, which are called love handles, our tummy, our belly, our hips, our thighs, our back, our arms. That's our fat storage area where excess energy, excess food gets to be stored in, right? So coming back to the starvation phase, what happens? You've gotten your result, you're very happy, you look very thin, you got your number, the golden number you wanted to see on the scale. But what happened inside, you know? You ended up losing a lot of lean mass. If you think that fat, the 4 or 5 kilos that you lost in 20 days was all fat, I am very sorry to break that bubble, but that was not all fat. There was a little bit of fat, a lot of water, a lot of muscle mass and bone density that got disturbed while you were putting yourself in starvation. And here's another sad story that I'm going to tell you that nobody tells you when they're talking about their extreme fat losses and their extreme weight losses in very short amount of time. When you put your body in a starvation mode, guess what happens? The minute you start eating back, you start eating normally like the way you used to eat before, your body says, okay, we just survived one extreme situation where there was such shortage of food that we had to, get into our fat stores and our muscle stores and our bone stores just to get the human alive. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna save even more fat. So now when you start eating normally, the body keeps its energy levels lower. So your hormone cycles will still be a little bit messed up, not as much as before. But now your body will start storing more fat to protect itself for the next phase of whenever the starvation comes. It has to be prepared because body evolutionarily is trained for survival mode. So our body doesn't know that you are trying to fit into a dress and you want to look good for a wedding or for an event or you're going on a holiday. The body only knows that there's food or there's no food. So when there's no food, which is what you were doing during your starvation period, the body is going to start picking up all the food and start storing up everything that any excess food that you eat when you start eating normally. And you'll see the weight go up as soon as you start eating normally. And that is how the whole yo-yo cycle starts. And the next time you go in starvation mode, the body will be like, okay, I have the extra fats around here because I saved it last time. And the cycle keeps going on. Whereas when you start eating in a very, you start going for a weight loss journey in a very sustainable manner where you're just losing a kilo a month, right? So if you have to lose 10 kilos, it's okay. Give yourself 10 months. Give yourself freaking 12 months. It doesn't matter. Because what matters is your actual health without you hurting yourself, without getting into depression, without feeling like a miserable person who's looking at every single thing and asking and thinking, okay, you know what? I can't have that and I can't eat that. And I wish I could, eat this, but I'll eat it after the wedding. No. Live a healthy, happy life. Live by the 80-20 rule. 80% of the times, eat clean, live clean. 20% of the times, go have fun, enjoy, have your cheat meals and the foods you love. It's okay. It's perfectly fine. So give your body time. And 3 tips that I would give you for sustainable weight loss. Don't aim for more than a kilo of weight loss. Restrict your excess, unnecessary kind of food items. For example, your sodas, your drinks, your juices, your ice creams, your gulab jamuns and your desserts and your cakes. Cut them out. If you have to cut anything, cut your parathas and your rotis and your naans and your chawal and your biryani into smaller portions. Number 2, bring the uptake of protein as high as it can be. So it should be generally around 0.5 grams to 1 gram of your weight. So if I am 50 kg, I have to eat about 50 to 100 grams of protein per day. So aim for like about 0.5 to 1 gram of your weight, as per your weight of protein intake. Drink lots and lots of water. Green tea is good. Matcha tea is good. All kinds of herbal teas are good. Apple cider vinegar is amazing. Add a lot of fiber. That's my tip number 3. Add a lot of fiber in your diet because it keeps you full. It keeps your bowel movement in great condition, keeps all the excess stuff out, keeps your glucose levels fine. So while you're doing all these 3 tips, the last bonus tip is try to incorporate at least 30 to 45 minutes of moderate intensity physical activity. So not just like walking around, like just Okay, I did like 30 minutes of walk and I just did so much, man. No, you didn't. You didn't do anything. You want to do something, do 30 to 45 minutes where your heart races up a little bit. Your heart rate goes up. So aim for about 30 to 45 minutes of that exercise, and I will give you some more weight loss tips in the next video. Until then, think about what I just said. Forget about following everyone who has a private chef, who has a private trainer to train them within their house, prepare the healthy meals in front of them, and then they have this glamorous life where they are being paid to be in shape. That's their job, to stay in shape. But for us, we're moms or women living our lives extremely busy with our children, with our families, right? And at the same time, we have to take care of our health, not just our physical health, our mental health as well. And don't forget that your dieting and your entire physical fitness journey also affects your mental health. So if you want to live a happy, healthy life while you're on your weight loss journey, give yourself time, be kind to yourself, don't cut out crazy amounts of food, cut out the bad food, yes, but don't restrict yourselves on the calories that you need, and include physical activity. Protein up, fiber up, water up, excess sugars, excess fats out of the system, exercise. Until next time, see you, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video and share it with your other friends. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.